Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're looking for new options for a payday loan, okay, I have a new list. Now, here's the thing about it I want to tell you guys. If you have a Chime checking account, these lenders may not want to give you a loan. You have to have a regular checking account. So if you're in early warning systems, if you're in check systems, the best thing to do is go to your local credit unions or your community bank and ask them for a second chance checking account. Okay, it operates just like a regular checking account. All right, so that's the best way to actually get more qualified for loans. Plus, if you're on government assistance, these lenders will still work with you. Now, the first one is Echo Credit. Okay, they offer a line of credit, and so their lines of credit, when you have bad credit, goes up to $3,000. Okay, so that's the first one. And in relation to Echo Credit, you have Jora Credit, and the reason that they're in relation because one service loans, one service lines of credit. And they're split up because all of them don't serve all 50 states. So the Jora Credit, it goes up to $4,000. Now, it's a loan, okay? So that's different from the Echo Credit, which is a line of credit. Now, the next lender that's on the list is Pathway Line of Credit. Now, with Pathway Line of Credit, they go up to $8,000, okay? That's right. They go up to $8,000. Now, again, I tell you guys, when you're trying to get $5,000 or higher, usually they want to see your income above $35,000, $45,000 in order for them to be willing to give you that. All right. And the good part about these here loans, again, no hard pull on the credit, which some of them may do it if you actually accept the loan. All right. That's only if you accept the loan. All right. But at that point, you should be okay with it. If they're giving you the amount of money you need, you shouldn't have an issue with it. Am I correct? All right. Now, the next one is Big Buck Loans. Okay. So with Big Buck Loans, that's your platform. All right. And the reason that they're a very good platform is not only because the interest rates is lower, they do go up to $5,000, all right? And their interest rates is at 5.99 up to 35.999, all right? Now, another lender that you may want to check out is Balance Basic, okay? BalanceBasic.com, all right? They go up to $4,000, all right? Now, here's the thing about it, so some of you people understand. When these companies, again, when I tell you that with these here companies, when they say, oh, we're not checking the credit, all right, what they're doing, they're checking those third-party databases to see if you filed bankruptcy, if you had a loan with them in the past, okay? That's what they're looking for. Also, in terms of the information that's on the application to make sure you're not committing fraud, trying to defraud them. So your basic things, and that's in terms of information, basically they're looking at the address and name on that. But your basic things in order to qualify for these, again, a lot of these lenders, they're not focused on your credit score. They focus on your ability to pay back the loan, all right? And so, unfortunately, when you have bad credit, yes, the interest rates is definitely going to be much higher than your traditional credit unions. Now, I always tell you, before you go to these type of lenders, see if your credit union will offer you a loan. Sometimes credit unions are very open if you have a good relationship, and they'll be a little more flexible with their underwriting process in order for you to qualify. All right. So that's the reason why I tell you, you may want to check with your credit unions first and see if they offer payday loans more than $1,000, you know, when you have bad credit for no credit check, because they probably just go off of your deposits and your relationship. So that's the reason why I always tell you, start with your credit unions, and your best interest-free loan is going through your HR if you're working a job. Okay, you working a job, go file that W-4 for 3 to 4 months so you can get an income boost, and you can use that to pay down your loans. At the same time, I also tell you to go to findhelp.org. If you know that, hey, you're struggling with your rent and utilities and stuff, go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code. It's going to give you all the lenders that's out there that are willing to help you. Not lenders, excuse me, charities out there that's willing to help you get caught up on your rent, your utilities. If you have a baby, they help with resources for that. If you have medical needs, they have resources for that. Some of them even offer some cash money in order to help you, maybe to fix your car or something like that. So those are also some good options as well. All right. Now, the next one on the list is op loans. Now, with op loans, they go up to $5,000. Okay. It used to be $4,000. Then they increased it up to $5,000, which is a good thing. You know, now the thing about it, again, because they don't do a hard pull on the credit, that doesn't mean that they're not going to be checking. So some of these, you may get disqualified. If you're just coming out of a recent bankruptcy, some of them will still work with you, some won't, okay? So that also can be a factor into determine if you're going to qualify, all right? Then you have checking to go. Okay, so with checking to go, checking to cash, those type of lenders there, those are the ones that, long as you have an active checking account. Now, again, like I said, making sure most of the time they won't work with a Chime checking account. All right, so you have to be very careful and make sure you have clear understanding. But these are lenders that go up to $5,000. They give you $4,000 line of credit, you know, so giving you some of your best options when trying to get funding. Then you have your tribal lenders as well. So with your tribal lenders, you're looking like Credit Fresh. Okay, so with Credit Fresh as well as Credit Cube, again, I do mention those as well because they go up to $5,000. All right, and so with Credit Fresh, they offering you a line of credit. Credit Cube offering you a loan. All right, however, the red tape that the banks put up when you have bad credit and high debt to income ratio, they do not do that. Okay, they look at actually what's going on, you know, and seeing if you have enough discretionary income. Now, I would tell you, like I always say, make sure that your minimum income after taxes is at least between $500 to $1,200. Okay. So especially if you're trying to get a $5,000 loan, then your income after taxes monthly after taxes should be above $1,000 if you're trying to get $5,000 and above. All right. Then you also have Explore Credit. Now, again, keeping in mind that with some of these, they're not in all 50 states. Explore Credit is not in all 50 states. However, they go from $500 up to $2,000. All right. And it's a tribal lender. OK, so that's another thing about it. Your tribal lender is probably going to give you your best flexibility. Then you have, if you want just the regular Cash App, the best one out there at the moment is Albert. OK, a lot of people think Dave because they keep hearing Dave, but Cash App, not Cash App, but Albert is probably the best one because it goes up to $1,000. Plus, they have a separate personal loan that you can apply for up to $10,000. Okay, so I hope this video helped you. If you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.